Today I'm making a THC-infused margarita with non-alcoholic beer foam. This drink contains THC and no alcohol. If you want to use tequila, that works, or even a non-alcoholic agave spirit. This drink was inspired by Bitter Steve's channel. He made a similar cocktail with a Japanese beer foam and some other interesting and unusual ingredients. He typically focuses on more advanced cocktails and techniques. The production value is great, and I think it's an underrated channel. I'll link to it below. I learned about this gadget, the Easy Whip, from Steve's channel. An Easy Whip is a pressurized siphon used for foams, whipped creams, and quick infusions. Nitrous oxide cartridges are used for foams and infusions, while CO2 cartridges are for carbonation. Here I'm using nitrous to make the beer foam for the margarita. For this cocktail foam, I'm using non-alcoholic Corona. I added the beer to a blender to get rid of the carbonation. If you're doing a full bottle of beer, use a bigger blender than I did. Oops, that was dumb. Then add the salt, lime juice, and xanthan gum. Blend it and transfer it to the Easy Whip canister. Now let's make the margarita. So we're gonna start out with 2 ounces of the Calmezzi Agave. It doesn't taste exactly like tequila, but it's really good in this drink. I haven't found a non-alcoholic tequila alternative that I really like yet. Next I'm gonna add an ounce of blood orange oleosaccharum / syrup. The reason I say /syrup is that when I made the oleosaccharum, which is just where you put sugar over orange peels, it didn't really make like a lot, so I added a little bit of Demerara sugar to it. So this is kind of like both a substitute for the simple syrup and the triple sec at the same time. Again, I haven't really found a good non-alcoholic triple sec, so I tried to make something that kind of resembled it. And then we'll do 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. And since I used blood orange peels to make this, I'm going to also put in 1/2 ounce of the blood orange juice. So I'm going to shake this one with some standard ice cubes, and then I'm going to serve it over my little ice balls. They're not clear, but I really like them. Okay, we're gonna just top it off with some of this salted beer foam. And I usually shake this before I dispense the foam. This recipe made more than I'll probably ever need, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all this. I'll garnish that with a blood orange slice and a lime wheel. So there's our THC Margarita with non-alcoholic beer foam. So I've already tasted this drink and the foam. The foam, it really tastes like kind of like super salty beer. I want to try to keep this intact so I can take some pictures of it after. And the drink is super impressive. Like, I don't really care for the taste of this stuff alone, but every cocktail I've made with it has been really good. I think it goes great with the like tart blood orange, and then always with these I use plenty of sweetener because a lot of these THC drinks are kind of citrusy on their own, but it has like a really earthy, and it does have kind of an agave taste to it. I still miss my tequila, but this one's pretty tasty. And speaking of missing tequila, dry January pushed me to think more about advanced techniques instead of relying on alcohol to make my cocktails interesting. And it was also way easier than I expected. I kind of forgot about alcohol a few times, which surprised me. Other than that, dry January didn't knock my socks off. My sleep has been consistently good. I guess that alone made it worth trying. I haven't lost any weight, which I was hoping for. And a lot of people save money doing dry January, but I didn't. I actually spent more buying gadgets like this and adding more non-alcoholic spirits to my collection. So drinking alcohol is actually cheaper for me since I already have enough to last for years. Will I stop drinking alcohol completely? Nope, I already have some regular cocktail content planned for February. Will I cut back? Definitely. I truly enjoyed some of the non-alcoholic products I discovered, especially the beers, sparkling wines, and my favorite of all, the Phony Negroni. I'm going to keep some on hand to alternate with alcoholic beverages. I think the kids call that zebra striping. Let me know in the comments below if you prefer content with traditional alcoholic drinks or if you like mocktails and THC drinks. Would you prefer seeing a combination of all of them? As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button. See you next time. Cheers!